Have you ever pondered the peculiar tale of a war waged between humans and emus? A conflict so surreal it's often mistaken for a myth, yet it is as real as the sun that rises each morning. Welcome to the tale of the Great Emu War, a unique page in the annals of history. Our story begins in the early 1930s, in the vast, sun-scorched plains of Western Australia. The Great Depression had swept across the globe, and Australia was not spared. Hard times fell upon the land and its people, particularly the veterans of the First World War who had turned to farming in the Campion region to make ends meet. Their primary crop, wheat, was in high demand. But there was an unforeseen obstacle, one that came in the form of a large flightless bird, the emu. Every year, emus migrated from inland regions towards the coast. In the year 1932, a flock of around 20,000 emus descended upon the farmlands. They consumed and trampled the crops, leaving devastation in their wake. The farmers, seeing their livelihood being destroyed, knew they had to act. The farmers petitioned the Australian government for assistance. The government, seeing an opportunity to reduce the emu population and protect the crops, deployed the military. The 7th Heavy Battery of the Royal Australian Artillery, armed with machine guns, was sent to the front lines. The war against the emus had begun. The first engagement on November 2nd was a disaster for the military. The emus scattered in all directions, making them difficult targets. Only a dozen or so emus were killed, and the rest disappeared into the wilderness. Undeterred, the military continued their operations, but with similar results. The emus, it seemed, had strategies of their own. They learned to scatter and dash at high speeds, making them elusive targets. They also traveled in small groups, making it difficult for the military to inflict significant casualties. Frustrated, the military changed tactics. They mounted machine guns on trucks, hoping to chase down the speedy birds, but the rough terrain made it nearly impossible to aim accurately. The emus continued to evade capture or defeat. The war raged on for about a month. In the end, the military withdrew, having expended thousands of rounds of ammunition with little success. The emus, on the other hand, had only grown in number. In the aftermath, the farmers built fences around their farms, a more effective solution against the emu onslaught. The Great Emu War was declared a victory for the emus, a bizarre but true chapter in history where flightless birds managed to outsmart an army. In summary, the Great Emu War was a unique conflict between humans and emus in the 1930s. Despite military intervention, the emus proved too elusive and numerous, leaving the military with little choice but to withdraw. The war stands as a testament to the unpredictability of nature and the resilience of the emu, a war not won by strength of arms, but by the sheer will to survive. So the next time you see an emu, remember, they are not just birds, but victorious warriors of an unusual war.